Today we're going to discuss the uses of this magnificent plant, the cowboy killer, or Maguey in Mexico as it is called, by the indigenous people of Central and Southern America, such as the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayas. First, it looks very similar to a yucca, so it isn't surprising that it's used to create cordage such as yucca, which I have a video on and I have posted above. And it is actually simpler because of its enormous sheer size. The more special thing about this plant is that you can create alcohol out of it, and it's used very much in Southern America and Central America. This alcohol is called Pulche, and it is created by cutting the center out of the plant, which eventually kills it. So first they take the center and they cut it out, which is very painful for the plant, and it starts to cry. This creates the alcohol, which they collect from the inside morning and evening for approximately 5 to 8 months, and it's 5% alcohol. This alcohol can then be used to create honey, which is alcoholized, and the alcohol itself, and various other drinks and beverages. The juice is also used to make various soaps and creams, which are said to be very healthy. And once you take the center out, you can do two very incredible things that were very useful for the Mayas. First, you can make paper out of pulling the skin off of this plant, which we will do in 1 second. And secondly, you can use this as a needle, since the point is very, very sharp, as you can tell. And there are also fibers running down the center, which created a perfect needle that is very, very sharp. And this has actually been used in various medicinal purposes, such as surgeries in some of the civilizations. So now, as you see, this is from the inside, so it still has the skin, which is very strong, and we can start to peel it off. Just be careful not to rip it. As you see, I've ripped it already. However, this can be written on, and once it dries, it becomes like this, like a scroll. And if you want to open it up, you can do it like this, but this could damage it, so put it in water and it'll instantly unravel back to its previous shape. This was used by the Mayans in the codices, and it is incredible. With practice, one can learn to remove much larger sheets without tearing them, which would have allowed the Mayans to have very large sheets in their codices. So, however, one may ask, the Mayan codices were not scrolls as shown as this one became. They were flat. So if you want to obtain this, you can add various oils to it, such as furniture oil, and it should keep it unraveled the whole time. So now we can write something with a marker, not a pen, so it doesn't bite through it, but also so that it goes into the actual fabric. And it should stay there even once it dries and rolls up again, and we unroll it. So this needle is extremely sharp, and often they would file it so it's even sharper for surgeries. I'm just going to show you how sharp it is. See, it cuts through this leaf easily, and it easily cuts through human flesh as well, so that's why it's called the cowboy killer, because it would impale cowboys as they fell off their horses. So this is how we remove the spike. First we cut the spike out, and then we pull the fibers out as well. We can, after that, take off the extra material from the fibers so that this doesn't get into the person.
Needle already to sew.
So next time you write on paper or have a surgery, remember how much trouble people went into to make these technologies and how resourceful they were. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. And if you would like to learn how to make your own homemade paper by recycling old paper, click on this video here.